If you grew up in Britain in the 1980s, here are the 10 budget dinners every British mum made in the 80s when money was tight. Meals that 3.3 million unemployed families survived on. The dinners that built a generation.
We all remember that smell hitting us after school. Liver and onions, corned beef hash, the metallic scrape of that tin key, 11.9% unemployment, the miners' strike, your mum at the cooker making magic from a tin and 3 potatoes. Number 3, separated families who were properly broke from those just having a rough month. Number 1, the dinner that ended 500 years of British cooking tradition.
The Sunday roast that mysteriously regenerated throughout the week. Picture this. Sunday morning 1985. That small joint of silverside, always the cheapest cut at 89 pence per pound, sits in the oven like a promise that things might be different. But that wasn't just Sunday dinner. That was a military operation disguised as a roast. Your mum knew the exact mathematics of survival. 1 pound of beef equals 5 dinners for 4, 20 meals, 5 pence per serving. Sunday's ceremonial carving, even though Dad had been laid off from British Steel. Monday's cold meat sandwiches. Tuesday's shepherd's pie with smash. Wednesday's soup from the bones. Thursday's bubble and squeak. You remember fighting over the crispy end bits, the gravy, pan scrapings, OXO cube. Enough Bisto to hide there wasn't much meat. Pooling in your Yorkshire puddings. During the miners' strike, one woman from Barnsley made a single joint feed 9 people for an entire week. That wasn't cooking, that was alchemy. The Sunday roast maintained its ceremony even when everything fell apart. Dad still carved. The table still properly set. Because Sunday dinner meant we were still a family. Still surviving. Number 9. Spam fritters. The dinner that divided every household in Britain. Tuesday evening 1983. 3 streets away you can smell it. That distinctive aroma. Somewhere between metal and meat. Your heart sinks. Spam fritter night. That thick slice of processed pink meat. Coated in batter, somehow both soggy and crispy. The pool of orange grease on those ghastly green school dinner plates. Spam wasn't British poverty food. It was American influence made permanent. During the war, America sent us mountains of processed pork through Lend-Lease, designed to survive nuclear war. By 1983, Birmingham Education Authority served 2.3 million spam fritters. School dinner ladies at deep fat fryers, oil unchanged since autumn term. You could smell them from the chemistry lab. The texture, imagine chewing an eraser coated in fat. The taste, salty, processed, staying in your mouth for hours. Yet we were secretly grateful. Because spam fritters meant protein, meant our mothers could spend 45 pence on a tin that fed 6. During the miners' strike, tins of spam kept children fed. Number 8, egg and chips. The dinner that said everything without words. Thursday, 5:30 p.m. You sit down, and there it is. 2 fried eggs, pile of chips, slice of white bread, nothing else. You knew without anyone saying Dad's dole check was late. The electricity bill had arrived. Egg and chips was the international distress signal of the British working class. McCain oven chips if the meter had coins. Hand-cut chips fried in ancient lard if gas was cheaper. That lard in a tin by the cooker, with bits of previous dinners fossilized like culinary archaeology. Sun-blessed white bread with Echo margarine, tasted like eating a candle, but cost half what Flora did. Mopping up that golden yolk, not a drop wasted. Cost in 1985? 37 pence to feed 4. 2019 survey. Egg and chips is still Britain's #1 comfort food. Not beef, Wellington, not fish and chips, egg and chips. Because trauma tastes like home. Number 7. Beans on toast. The hiss of the tin opener piercing the Heinz tin. Always Heinz. Never own brand. Even in poverty, we had standards. That volcanic bubbling. The the smell of tomato sauce caramelizing, your mum stirring with the wooden spoon, worn down from 1,000 dinners. The bread under the grill, difference between golden and charcoal, was 3 seconds and 11 pence mattered. Margarine melting into hot slices, pooling in air pockets. Northern families added cheese. Cheddar if lucky, processed slices if near dole day. Scotland had tatty scones underneath. Wales maybe laver bread if coastal. Beans on toast appeared exactly 3 times weekly. Monday before shopping, Thursday before payday, Sunday after the roast ran out, the punctuation mark of poverty. Yet it filled us. 2 slices, 1 tin between 2 children, and we slept with full stomachs. Number 6, corned beef hash. The Thursday night before payday special. Close your eyes, you're 8 years old, it's Thursday evening. That specific scraping sound as the tin key peels back metal, that squelch as the pink block drops onto the chopping board. Prince's corned beef if Dad was working, own brand if he wasn't, half the price, twice the shame. Your mum at the cooker, shoulders set in that way that meant don't ask for seconds. Cubing the corned beef. Leftover potatoes from Tuesday. 1 onion, always 1. Onions were 5 pence each. Everything into the pan with hot dripping. The sizzle. Like applause for poverty cuisine. Edges crisping golden. Onions caramelizing into something that smelled like hope. 1 tin, 4 potatoes, 1 onion, HP sauce. This was Thursday's algebra. We've made it through another week. Number 5, fish fingers, chips and beans. The Holy Trinity. 1985, Captain Birdseye was voted the most trusted man in Britain. More than the PM, more than the Queen. A fictional sailor we trusted because he never let us down. Never closed the factory where Dad worked. Never took away school milk. 10 Birdseye fish fingers under the grill. 12 minutes turn once. McCain oven chips. 37 minutes at gas mark 6. 1 small tin of beans. This appeared on British tables 3.7 times weekly. You arrange them the same way every time. Fish fingers lined up, chips piled, beans kept separate so they didn't make everything soggy. You had a system. We all had a system. When Thatcher cut free school meals, fish fingers saved a generation from malnutrition, fortified with vitamins, breadcrumbs for carbs. Whatever white fish was cheapest, reformed into perfect rectangles, nutrition disguised as convenience. Captain Birdseye became the father figure for a generation whose actual fathers were broken by unemployment. Always there in the freezer, promising tea in under 20 minutes. Number 4, toad in the hole. The dinner that made you believe in magic. Saturday afternoon, your mum making batter, 4 ounces plain flour, 2 eggs, half pint milk, salt, a prayer, economy sausages, 8 for 49 pence at Gateway, containing what the label legally called pork. The oven, volcanic, dripping, smoking hot, dangerous, spitting when sausages went in, then the moment of truth. Batter poured around sausages, flooding the tin with liquid hope. 25 minutes of agony, watching through grimy oven glass. The batter bubbling, rising, puffing golden around the sausages. Unless someone slammed a door, then everything collapsed, like the British economy. But when it worked, glorious. You could tell everything about a family from their toad. Beef dripping, Yorkshire, lard, Lancashire, vegetable oil, southern transplants. Number 3, liver and onions. The dinner that separated the properly poor from the pretend poor every single Tuesday. You knew from 4 o'clock. That smell, iron and earth and something ancient, creeping through the house like fog. By home time, it had penetrated everything. Lamb's liver, 32 pence a pound, cheaper than pet food. Your mum soaking it in milk to remove the metallic taste, that bowl of pink-tinged milk looking like a crime scene. Liver sliced thin, dredged in flour, onions caramelizing, their sweetness fighting the iron tang. Gravy thick enough to tarmac the M6. Liver meant things were properly bad, not Dad's between jobs bad, but selling Nan's jewellery bad. The texture, like eating a leather bookmark soaked in blood. Children developing elaborate strategies to hide pieces in pockets. 1 in 3 British children ate liver weekly in 1983. By 1989, vanished from schools after the Great Liver Rebellion of '87. Yet, mention liver now to anyone over 45. My mum made the best liver and onions. Memory editing out the gagging. Time transforms trauma into treasure. Number 2, mince and tatties. The Swiss Army knife of poverty cooking. That specific sizzle when grey mince hit the pan. The weird white foam your mum skimmed off, muttering about impurities. Half a pound of mince, 20% fat minimum, 60 pence cheaper than lean. 1 onion, chopped invisible. Carrots, grated till mum's knuckles were raw. Stock cube crumbled like a spell. Corn flour to stretch it. Watch the magic. Monday, bolognese. Tuesday, shepherd's pie with smash. Wednesday, curry with Vesta powder. Thursday, soup, more water and prayer. Friday, meatballs with stale breadcrumbs. Your mum made half a pound feed, 6 for 5 days. A general fighting poverty with corn flour and determination. In Scotland, where 1/3 still eat mince and tatties weekly, it's not poverty food, it's identity. Mince and tatties in a Glasgow accent means home, means your granny's steamed up kitchen, means belonging. Number 1. The dinner that changed everything. Findus Crispy Pancakes. Those half-moon-shaped promises. 3 to a box, 15 minutes at gas mark 6. This wasn't convenience food. This was liberation disguised as processed cheese. 1985. Your mum's back from her shift at Fine Fare. 20 minutes before Coronation Street. The heating's on a timer. And there, in the Bajam freezer, those orange boxes of possibility. The rustle of cardboard, the crack separating frozen pancakes. Into the oven, no skill needed, no standing over a stove like her mother did. 15 minutes later, golden crispy parcels. Cheese and ham, chicken supreme, minced beef. The first bite, always too hot, napalm filling, burning your mouth for days. But you didn't care. Served with smash and Birdseye peas. Statistics, 1983. 2 million boxes sold 1985. 47 million boxes sold 1987. 1 in every British freezer. The middle classes mocked them from Habitat kitchens. They didn't understand. Crispy pancakes weren't about nutrition. They were about time, about exhaustion, about women working 2 jobs while industries collapsed. Those 3 pancakes said, "I'm doing my best." They said, "I love you, but I'm so bloody tired." They said, "The future tastes of processed cheese." So there they are, the 10 dinners that built a generation. Let's talk about the real heroes. Your mum, standing at that cooker night after night, performing alchemy. She knew exactly how many meals from a pound of mince, which shops marked down meat at 4:30. That dignity meant everyone eating, even if she didn't. She collected green shield stamps like gold. Memorized the co-op dividend number. You still remember it. 66894. Made packed lunches at 6 a.m. so you wouldn't need free school meals. She pretended she wasn't hungry so you could have seconds. "I had a big lunch," she'd say, even though lunch was 2 rich tea biscuits. Behind every net curtain, another mother performed the same miracles. They shared intelligence. Gateways reducing mince at 4. Bijam's got fish fingers on offer. They'd slip food over the fence. Made too much casserole. They'd watch each other's kids for extra shifts, share catalogue payments. This was community, real community. Women who'd hear you crying through thin walls and appear with tea and no questions. These dinners are disappearing. Shoreditch serves ironic crispy pancakes for £18, but they don't understand. You can't gentrify survival. Those of us who ate these dinners carry something they'll never understand. We know love isn't always organic vegetables. Sometimes it's beans on toast because mum's late. We know family isn't farmhouse tables. Sometimes it's egg and chips watching telly. We learned dignity isn't what you eat, but keeping going when everything says stop. That pride exists alongside poverty, that a mother's exhaustion is the truest sacrifice. So, which dinner takes you straight back? Can you still taste that crispy pancake? Smell liver frying Tuesday nights? What was your family's number one? The meal that said, "It's Thursday and we're skint." Drop it in the comments. Tell me your mum's secret for mince and tatties. Share your crispy pancake rankings. Did your family have a different poverty dinner? Cheese pie, macaroni from a tin? These stories matter. These memories are history. Not in textbooks, but in the taste of smash, the smell of bisto. We are the Findus Crispy Pancake generation. We made it through. Because of those dinners, because of those mothers, because of each other. And that's bloomin' miraculous, isn't it? See you in the comments. I'll be the one still defending liver and onions.